There are places the world forgot, buildings left to rot, towns left in silence. But then, there are places where something doesn't add up, places where time freezes, where people vanish, and where the silence feels. We're not just looking at abandoned places, staged. Today, we're diving into 8 locations that were left behind, but never explained. And by the end of this video, you'll wonder if something was meant to be hidden. 8. The pod city that shouldn't exist, Sanzi. Taiwan, picture this. A resort full of plastic UFO-shaped houses, glowing in pastel colors, facing the sea. They called it Pod City. Meant to be a luxurious, futuristic escape in the 1970s, but halfway through construction, it just stopped. Disturbed, crushed equipment. No announcement. They were bulldozed. Quietly. No final statement. Just abandoned. Workers had started dying in strange accidents, collapsed buildings. Some locals claimed the land was cursed. A mass grave from centuries ago, the land still isn't done claiming things. No farewell.
Ow!
The pods sat empty for 30 years, slowly peeling like alien eggs. Then one day, USA, no reporters. Some say the government never wanted the real reason to come out. There's an island you can't visit. Around 3:15 a.m., a rehab center. Then ... nothing. Others say. Austria 7, the island New York pretends doesn't exist. *** North Brother Island, just off the shore of New York City. Not because it's dangerous. It's sealed off, but because it's forbidden. It once held a quarantine hospital, the final home of Typhoid Mary. Later, now buildings collapsed, nature reclaiming stone, the town was silenced. But explorers who've made it across say the hospital clocks, they're all frozen. A small Austrian village was emptied overnight. One said he heard breathing down the hallway. Another swears a door slammed, though the wind was still. The city says it's preserved for wildlife. Spotlights and *** active patrols. ***, but with motion detectors every floor. Wildlife doesn't need that much security. 6. The town that erased itself, Dallersheim, during World War II. Not bombed. Not burned, just vacated. No real reason ever given. Just that it was needed for training, but the land was never used. Buildings still stand, overtaken by forest. The town is silent and untouched. Why does this matter? Because this forgotten town was the birthplace of Hitler's grandmother. Some believe Dallersheim held records the Nazis wanted erased. Maybe something about his bloodline. Maybe something worse. Whatever it was. And it still is. 5. The hospital where time froze in 1984. A small Italian hospital was found completely empty.
Ow.
Every patient, every doctor, gone. The lights were out, power was dead, but food trays were still warm. Chairs still rolled into the hallway, and on every wall. Every single clock was stuck at 3:15 a.m., the security tapes. Blank after that time. One investigator said a surgical light was still swaying when they arrived. There were rumors, unapproved coma experiments, military testing, even cults. But no answers. The building was sealed. It's no longer on public record. You can find it, if you know what to look for. But the clocks, still 3:15, every time. For the town burning from below Centralia, Pennsylvania in the 60s, a coal seam under Centralia caught fire. That was the official story. The town was evacuated. Streets began to crack. Smoke poured from the earth like breath from a grave. But some residents refused to leave. Not because they didn't believe the danger, but because they didn't believe that was the real danger. They spoke of shadows in the fog, creatures, voices. Today the fire still burns beneath the ground. Roads lead nowhere. Street signs melt. They say it could keep burning for 250 years. Or maybe until it finishes what it started. 3. The town the government took. Overnight Helltown, Ohio. In the 1970s, the U.S. government suddenly bought out an entire village. Residents were told to leave. No time to pack. No second chances. Official reason? National park expansion. But the park never happened. Roads were blocked. Buildings fenced. Locals reported black vans, strange lights, missing pets. Urban explorers have found bunkers underground, strange medical chairs, symbols carved into trees. No one agrees on what was here, but one thing's certain: the government wanted it gone. 2. The school that refused to decay asterisk Gunkanjima Island. Japan asterisk off the coast of Nagasaki, an island of concrete rises from the sea. Gunkanjima Battleship Island. It was once a mining colony, packed tight with families. And when the coal ran out, they all left. Homes, tools, even school books were left behind. On the chalkboard, math problems half finished. But here's what's strange. Unlike most abandoned places, this one isn't falling apart. It's been decades, but desks stay upright, papers stay intact. It's as if the island wants to preserve what was. Or maybe what's still there? 1. The House of Clocks Undisclosed, Italy. In 2005, a group of urban explorers entered a forgotten mansion. Inside were nearly 50 clocks, all antique, all beautiful, and all frozen at the same time. 3:15 a.m. Food sat rotting on the table. Wine turned to dust. No names, no deeds, no records. Locals don't know who lived there. They only say no one stays long. One visitor claimed the clocks ticked when no one was looking. Another left and never spoke again. Some say the owner was trying to stop time. Others say he succeeded. So, what happened in these places? Fires, accidents, war, maybe, or maybe. These places were never supposed to be found. Which one unsettled you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you ever see a clock stuck at 3:15 a.m., just don't stay long.